Hey, it's me. Welcome to Trump Mafia. If you've been following this channel, then you know I've been exposing a lot of people like the albino gecko, Bourbon Bannon, Man Coulter, Michael Savage. And it's not because I'm an anti-social, but I'm a pro-Trump channel over here, and collectively we are supporting Trump. But I will say that if I'm outing these people, it's because I can smell traitors from a mile away, and so can President Trump. So he's been promoting books by Greg Jarrett, Dan Bongino, Janine Pirro, Mark Levin, and some people you never even heard of. But what he's not doing is promoting books by Man Coulter or Michael Savage, and this makes them very angry. So they start slamming Trump on the radio show, or on The View, or on Fox News. He's not doing enough about the wall. Hillary would have built a wall by now. Saying insane stuff. Man Coulter has TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. Michael Savage has Trump Derangement Syndrome, and that's okay. Who cares? These people are part of the swamp. They're part of the establishment media. And I'm saying that because they've been there for decades, and they don't get it. But I appreciate people like Rush Limbaugh, Mark Levin, Dan Bongino. They get it. They understand what's at stake. They understand what Trump is doing. They also understand that Trump sacrificed a lot. And to have ankle biters or ego trippers like Trans Coulter or Michael Oscar Meyer Wiener, these people are not historic. I mean, they're not people that are getting the moment in history here. They're just not getting it. And the reason is that they're all about selling books, and some of them are selling vitamins or urine filters or, keychains. I don't know. And it's much different from people that are all about making America great again and understanding that President Trump is really historic here. And you've heard them. I mean, Man Coulter or Michael Savage, they individually always say, it's because of me that Trump won. This really offends Trump because he came up with making America great again and America First and all the policies, and he's doing it, and it's not Man Coulter. I mean, these people in the media, they're just like CNN people. They believe that they can change the world and the perception and take down any politician. But they live in a bubble. They believe their own fake press and their hype. CNN almost has no viewers. Almost nobody watches cable news, to be honest. And Man Coulter, she's selling books, she gets invited on shows, so she feels like she's a major player in Washington, D.C. Well, I disagree. Now, it's true, she was one of the first to support Trump, but it's only because she smelled an opportunity, right? And you bet on the horse that is not likely to win. The payout is much bigger, and that's what happened. But you saw, she was one of the first to turn on Trump because, she wants to impress her liberal boyfriends. And it's pretty sad that people follow these hacks. And you have the Twitter stars, same deal, Mike Cernovich. It's kind of hurtful to know that many MAID members have been watching this guy the whole time. When in early 2017, he was saying that Trump had dementia, that he was under house arrest, all the Bourbon Bannon BS. I mean, you have to stop watching these people. I mean, we always complain about why is CNN still out there? It's because people are watching, including some of the people that are watching Mike Cernovich. They watch CNN. Now, those people that tell me, hey, who the hell is this Mike Cernovich? I'm like, good. You don't need to know. It's not anybody that matters. These people don't represent the Trump base. And I don't go around saying I represent the Trump base, but I represent a pro-Trump channel supporting Trump because, as I said, reality is beautiful. And why don't we just focus on the stats instead of ankle biting or making up cute sounding little phrases to slam Trump or try and peel away Trump supporters, like the QAnon stuff. I mean, praising Mueller, Trey Gowdy, Jeff Sessions. I mean, that's over 3. And Man Coulter's out there trying to claim that President Trump is not tough on immigration, but you have to understand, these people don't understand what's going on. They don't understand we're talking about laws in Congress. We're talking about negotiating and making deals, and it's not possible to act like a king or a tyrant. There is a republic. If you respect the Constitution, you would understand that Rome wasn't built in one day. After decades, the Dark Ages of the establishment, and everything since the amnesty of 1986, laws have to be changed by Congress. Now, these people that are ankle biting and complaining about Trump are the same people who have been focused on the wrong issues, and that may have helped to lose a couple of House seats or a couple of senators even. So these people are not supporting Trump. Even in 2017, they were on and off the Trump train, and then later they complained that Democrats got the House. Well, these people are part of the problem. They're like controlled opposition, part of the left in my opinion. I don't see Michael Savage as a conservative. I see him as a San Francisco liberal with a toy poodle pretending to be a conservative for all these years. It's theater, just like the albino gecko, the snitch, Trey Gowdy, pretending he was going after Hillary this whole time when he was doing the opposite, protecting her. And Coulter pretending she was a Trump supporter, but it was all about betting on the dark horse, or the orange horse, if you will, and waiting for the payout. Then, as soon as he gets inaugurated, going for the flip side, trying to get on The View again to sell more books. It's just like Nymphowhores and Spandex Bones, all of 2016, selling the vitamins to conservatives. Then President Trump gets elected, then flipping, then selling vitamins to liberals who hate Trump by saying F Trump and F his family, and hey liberals, buy my vitamins. And it's all about their books and vitamins. It's not about history. In historic times, heroes step up and losers get exposed. Losers like Coulter, losers like Michael Savage, losers like Trey Gowdy, losers like Robert Mueller, and heroes like some of the people that I mentioned, and you guys, because if you're on this channel, especially if you have an MM after your comment, made member, you're legit. Because all those people that have been following and praising the albino gecko, Trey Gowdy, or QAnon, you've been dropping the ball. I mean, you've not been a legitimate part of the team. You've been faltering. You've been wavering, cowering, flip-flopping. You've not been a real Trump supporter. You're not one of the heroes that stepped up in historic times. You joined the losers. I mean, if you watch losers, you follow losers, then you will become a loser. QAnon, all of that stuff, as I mentioned, it's deep state. I mean, Jeff Sessions, Trey Gowdy, Mueller, these people have been exposed as deep state, and that is exactly what QAnon is praising. They're not praising Trump. They're praising Mueller, Trey Gowdy, Jeff Sessions, and they're lying to people. And you could say the same about Coulter, trying to peel away Trump supporters. And Trey Gowdy has been chilling for Hillary. He was hired by the Clintons, so he's just doing his job. He wasn't threatened or compromised. He was working for the Clintons the whole time, since the 90s. Why don't people get that? And that's why people have been dropping the ball. It's about T, not Q. It's about President Donald J. Trump and the Trump Nation. So ankle biting, complaining complainers, these are people that are trying to help the left. And so that's why maybe Democrats are increasing their hold on the House in Congress. It's because so many people dropped the ball by following false prophets. I mean, what is that? And so what I'm saying is that, for a couple of years now, you've been fooled by many people, and okay, just learn from it. What I'm saying is, for 2020, you will see even more people betraying Trump because they're getting paid or they have TDS. And what I'm saying is, do the opposite of what you did before. For the next half, the 2 quarters, we're going to not drop the ball this time. And if people slam Trump, stop watching them. Just stop watching them and find something else. Break your habit to watch fake Trump supporters or part-time Trump supporters. They're not needed. Coulter doesn't have any power. Michael Savage doesn't have any power. It's about Hannity, Mark Levin, Rush Limbaugh. Michael Savage is a nobody. Coulter. There's other books to read. Instead of buying a book by Coulter, you buy one by Dan Bongino or Greg Jarrett. Why not? Just listen to Trump. Who is he praising? Who is he not praising? And for those who don't care what President Trump says, well, then join the liberals. You're not a Trump supporter, and you're not part of history. And it's very simple. So now we have 2 quarters. We lost the House. It's not that much of a big deal because it's a normal situation that at least the other party has the House or the Senate. Just be happy that we have the Supreme Court, the Senate, and the presidency. I mean, that's what really matters, to tell you the truth. But you can see that there's still a lot going on with the establishment, the deep state, the FBI, the DOJ. But President Trump has a lot of weapons, a lot of ammo, and he's keeping it for the right time. So don't waver, don't cower, don't flip-flop. And if people slam Trump, stop watching them. And so it's really not about a boycott of this person or that person, because that's left-wing. No, it's about individual choices. Like if you go to a supermarket, you can choose whatever you want, right? You don't have to buy something. You don't have to watch people that slam Trump. Now, if you do and you keep on doing it, maybe it means you have TDS. Maybe you're a secret Democrat. Maybe you're an anarchist. Maybe you just don't like Trump. Maybe you're not as conservative or nationalist as you thought, and so be it. But real Trump supporters, if you slam Trump, then you're slamming all of us. Just like if the left or the Mueller Inquisition is attacking President Trump, they're attacking we the people that voted for the guy. It's not just about a person, it's about our nation and the direction of our nation, and we the people have a people's president. So if Coulter is slamming the people's president, she's slamming all of us. And who the hell is he? She? It? A nobody. You know? Because they're in the media, they really feel they can make or break any politician or manipulate anyone. But it's not true. And President Trump is showing that. And so he's promoting other people. People that truly get it. People that understand it. And not these hacks. And in fact, he ignores many people. I mean, he's been ignoring Trey Gowdy for almost 2 years now. And why? Because, number one, he's a nobody. He retired Trey Gowdy. He retired Jeff Flake. You know, people that are part of the Soros Rhino Club, they're retired. John McDead is retired forever. And things have changed, and those people that suddenly get it, like Lindsey Graham slam, I mean, they're getting on board because they see something. They see something that is historic. And also Mitch McConnell. And when you see it, then you will never waver, because you know that it's so important for our nation. And it seems like a lot of people are starting to get it. But some of these hacks are the losers. In historic times, heroes step up, losers get exposed. Coulter is a loser. So is Michael Savage. So is Spandex Bones. They're losers. They don't get it. Winners, Dan Bongino, Rush Limbaugh, Mark Levin. They get it. And I know some of them criticize Trump once in a while. That's okay. That's not the same as slamming Trump. You understand? For example, Mark Levin is a conservative. Of course, he really wants free trade. He doesn't like tariffs. And he doesn't like big spending. Yeah, that's the conservative position. President Trump is a national conservative, not a conservative. So he has that beef. But that's not slamming Trump. That's having some disagreements. And the same with Rush Limbaugh. But that's okay. I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? We're not robots or a cult. But when you start slamming Trump the way Coulter does, or Michael Savage, because you're upset that Trump didn't promote your book, I mean, that is sickening. And that's not legitimate. So these people are losers, and they can F off.
shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless.